What's going on, everyone? It's JDC here. Today we're talking about Davion Mitchell and the Sacramento Kings because I think they are in a pretty great position right now, considering that they have a lot of young talent on the team, have their first round picks through multiple years, and the roster is looking pretty great right now. So we're going to be talking about the Sacramento Kings and their future moving forward. So what's up? My name is JDC. If you like the video, drop it down below, press the sub button. We do NBA content here, but mostly use the Rockets. Obviously, we do got Kings video today, but we are nearing the season opener very soon. So more NBA videos coming soon. But we do Houston Rockets videos. I did a Ben Simmons video earlier, so if you want to check that out, it'll be in the cards. But let's get into the video. So I decided to do a video on the Sacramento Kings because I think they have a pretty interesting roster in itself. Darren Fox, probably my favorite guy on the team right now. Probably one of my favorite point guards in the league right now too, because his game reminds me of John Wall a lot because obviously the speed, but kind of just the play styles are pretty there too. They both can't shoot the three very well, but their efficiency is not that great either. But Darren Fox did shoot it at 48% from the field last season. So, and then overall, he did shoot. He averaged 25 points per game, 4 rebounds, and then 7 assists. Very great at only 23 years old too. So that's their cornerstone point guard right there, alongside Tyrese Halliburton, who was definitely a top 3, top 4 rookie last season. You could even debate he was better than Jayshawn Tate, but he did average 13 points per game, 3 rebounds, and then 5 assists last season at just 21 years old too. So very amazing. They shoot 47% from the field and then 41% from 3. Very good stats overall for Tyrese. Really great rookie campaign for him, man. Definitely solidified himself as one of the cornerstones of this franchise. So, and then looking at their other pieces, Marvin Bagley is looking like he's on his way out because he's just not been good at all for the Kings. Last season, 14 points per game, 8 rebounds, 1 assist on 50% from the field, 34% from 3, which actually isn't all that bad, and then 58% from the free throw line. So yeah, in terms of shooting splits, he did shoot a career best in 3-point percentage and and field goal percentage. It was tied for his career high in field goal percentage, but hasn't really improved all that much. So Marvin Bagley, I just think he needs a change of scenery from Sacramento. I think he has potential. He's only 22 years old too, 6'11", 235 pounds. I think he has potential. He just needs a change of scenery. Now looking at the other guys on the roster, Terence Davis, I think he's going to be a very great 3-point shooter for them, kind of like a Ben McLemore type of player, like he was for the Houston Rockets. Did average 9 points per game, 3 rebounds, and then 1 assist last season on 43% from the field, 37% from 3, and then 82% from the free throw line. So he could definitely become like a Ben McLemore type of player where he comes in, gets some threes, gets hot very quickly, and then if he isn't hot, gets right out of the game. So kind of like a Judd Green type of player too. So I like Terence Davis a lot because he was on the Raptors before that. So looking at the other guys on the roster, Buddy Hield's another name to go around. $22 million to come off the bench. It just doesn't make any sense. He's playing behind Harrison Barnes, who's also making 20 mil. These two guys, I think, should be on the trade block pretty soon. I don't know. I think they just need defense a lot. Darren Fox is a really great perimeter defender. Tyrese Halliburton, pretty underrated defender too. Rashawn Holmes, obviously he can guard the perimeter. I like his game a lot, but Harrison Barnes, I don't really know how I feel about him. And same thing with Marvin Bagley. Those two are pretty much a liability on defense. I think Harrison Barnes has pretty decent perimeter defense and pretty decent interior. I'm just going off of what I've really seen from Harrison Barnes in terms of what I've seen in like the last few years, because I haven't seen too much because it's Harrison Barnes. So I think they should definitely target a small forward in not even in free agency, but just in trades in general. I think they could get some value out of Buddy Hield and Harrison Barnes, but combined that's what, 42 million combined in salary. So it's going to be very hard to get a trade off for Harrison Barnes and Buddy Hield, but they also do need some bench depth. Now, looking at the bench for the Sacramento Kings, Davion Mitchell is the only name that really sticks out to me, and then Tristan Thompson. Other than that, everyone else is pretty much around them. They also do have Nemius Keita. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that name, but I think he was a rookie in this year's draft class, 22 years old, 6'11". Looks pretty promising. I don't know too much about him. I definitely will start watching some Sacramento games, but he could be something for them. He's listed as a center, so could play over Tristan Thompson and Metu. But yeah, I think the Kings definitely need some bench depth on this roster right now. Trade Buddy Hield, trade Harrison Barnes, and then starting Davion Mitchell at the 3 just doesn't make any sense because he is 6 foot, 202 pounds. He's a point guard / shooting guard, and that's where I like him to be. So, running a 3 guard lineup wouldn't be too optimal for the Kings. So maybe they do keep Harrison Barnes and Buddy Hield, but I definitely would like to see both of them gone by the end of the season. But Hield should have some value to teams that do need some three-point shooting, because he is a career 40% three-point shooter, which is good. So, teams could use that. I'm not really too sure who would target him, because it's really hard to determine what team needs three-point shooting. I mean, maybe I wouldn't say the Pelicans, but they kind of do need three-point shooting. They got Nikhil, they got Zion, Brandon Ingram. They don't really have too many three-point shooters with Lonzo gone. They did pick up Devontae Graham, which is interesting. But, getting back to the topic, any team could use a three-point shooter like Buddy Hield. The Rockets could have used him, but, too much money. So, overall, I think this team definitely might make a play-in push depending on what happens. I have them making at least the 10th or the 9th seed depending on what happens, like I said. But I think they're going to be a very stepped-on team. And I think, Darren Fox could make a campaign for an all-star game, which could happen. I mean, I think he could be 26, 5, and 7 again, maybe. Just really depending on what happens. Tyrese Halliburton, he could definitely be at least 15 or 16 points per game. Maybe 3 rebounds and then 5 assists again. So probably like 15, 3, and 8, or 15, 3, and 5. So Tyrese Halliburton and Darren Fox, those are the two cornerstones of the franchise, but everyone else can pretty much go. I think Rashawn Holmes could stay here too, because I like his game a lot. 14 points per game, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 6'10", 235 pounds, 27 years old. So really good move for the Kings to re-sign this guy, because they do need a center, especially with Marvin Bagley looking like on his way out. So overall, I like the Kings roster overall, and hopefully they start making some moves too. And I believe in this roster to at least make the play-in tournament. So that's the video. My name is JDC, and I'm out. Peace.